Hey guys, today we're going to check out a DIY smart home security system from Abode and discuss if it's something that you should be adding to your smart home. Let's check it out. Welcome back, friends. If this is your first time here, my name is Eric. If you're into smart home and HomeKit, you're definitely here in the right place. For full disclosure, Abode did send this to me for a full honest review, but if I don't like something, I'm definitely going to let you know. I'll also be updating my full pros and cons list on my website, so as I continue using this, I'll update that, so if you want more information, check that out right there. Today's video is a part of my HomeKit series because personally I love HomeKit, but Abode does work with Lady A and Mr. G, so if you're into those systems, definitely you should also continue watching. Abode also works with a lot of other smart home companies like LifeX, ecobee, HomeKit, Yale, and a bunch of others. It even has Zigbee and Z-Wave built in, but understand just because it has those protocols doesn't automatically mean that it will work with your other Zigbee and Z-Wave products. They do have a compatibility list, which I'll link down below in the description. Currently, I think it's about 155 different products that currently work with this system, but I'm sure that will increase in the near future. When it comes to the DIY Smart Security System, they have two basic starter kits. One called the Smart Security Kit, which includes a smart gateway, a mini door and window sensor, one motion sensor, and a key fob. The other system is called the Abode, which we're going to be looking at today, which also includes a gateway, a key fob, and also a mini door and window sensor. It also includes a built-in camera and motion sensor, where both systems include a battery, a SIM card for service, which you have to purchase later, which I'll talk more about later, and an SD card slot, which is not included. Now, when it came to the battery life, when I tested this, it lasted just under 2 hours, which is more than enough for a power failure. But I was not testing that with a active SIM card, so that might reduce the battery life down a little bit more. Like I mentioned, the starter kit only comes with one window and door sensor, so depending on how many doors and windows you have at ground level or below, you'll have to buy additional sensors, which in my opinion, they don't cost that much. You can get the mini door sensors for about $22 each. And they have other designs, so if you want something that lasts 10 years, unfortunately it doesn't have a replaceable battery but lasts longer. They have the normal door and window sensor. They have a recessed one, which you'll have to drill a hole, which I really like. I think I'm going to buy those for my house. I also tried out the slim strip, which I thought was going to be a little bit thinner. You do want to make sure that you have enough room to be able to put this strip between the door and the door frame, which in my particular case I really did not. I had a really hard time. I actually broke it. I was able to continue using it, but it looks kind of a little shady, but eventually I will get those recessed ones in my doors. They also have a vibration glass breaker, which I did not get, but I did get the acoustic glass breaker and the water sensor. Now, these types of devices, except for the motion and door sensors, do not convey over to your voice assistants or smart home assistants. Only the motion sensors and door sensors are exposed to Lady A, Google, and HomeKit. In addition, if you do pick up the Keypad 2.0, which I think is amazing, especially for, I think it was like 60 bucks, it has a motion sensor built in, which is also exposed to HomeKit. The actual keypad is not exposed, but the motion sensor is. If you guys want to see a review or get more information on the water sensor, the acoustic glass sensor, or the Keypad 2.0, let me know down in the comments. And that's just a few of their accessories. I'll leave a link down below where you can see them all. They have some really cool ones. Unfortunately, a lot of them don't work with your smart home assistants. Hopefully in the near future, all of them will work with no matter which platform you want to choose. Now, being a security system, you definitely want some type of monitoring to let you know what's going on in your house, no matter if you're home or not. Now, when I originally got this, the basic plan was totally free. It had everything that you needed to self-monitor your own system. In addition, they had service plans that activated the SIM card, and then an additional plan that activated the 24/7 monitoring outside of your house. Now, so you didn't have to do it yourself. Since then, and most recently, they reduced what that basic plan included, meaning they no longer have email notifications recordings, automations, geofencing, or the timeline. If you guys want those services now, you have to pay for it, unfortunately. I think it starts about $60 a year, which does not include the cellular service. To get the cellular service, you have to go to the next plan, which is their top of the line with the 24/7 monitoring, and that one costs about $100 a year. Now, unfortunately, that's a disappointment for me because I really like DIY security systems that you self-monitor, but to get everything that you need to do that, you have to pay for the $60 plan now, and that's definitely a disappointment. Now, you can do some self-monitoring through and Google and HomeKit, and with the basic push notifications, yes, you can do that, but you lose the automations, you lose the recordings, you lose the geofencing, and I just don't think that's very cool. Now, if you don't mind paying a yearly or monthly fee, I definitely think it's worth it. I would probably pass on the $60 plan and just go straight to the $100 and get that professional service. So that professional service, if you try to get that elsewhere in another system, you're paying a couple $100, if not $1,000 a year. So $100 a year, that's a great plan. When it comes to arming the system, there is the home mode, which will activate only the door sensors, and the away mode, which will activate the door sensors and the motion sensors. Now, if you try to activate this through a voice assistant or through a smart home assistant like HomeKit, unfortunately, if there is any motion at any of the motion sensors, it will not actually arm, and unfortunately, they don't let you know this. So I do recommend that you either arm it with the key fob, through the app, through automations, or even the keypad, which I think is awesome. And when it comes to unarming, there's multiple ways to do it. You can do it through the app, you can do it through HomeKit, Lady A, Google, you can use the keypad, but I highly recommend automations. That way you don't have to think about it. Talking about automations, they do have something called Q automations, which is Abode's system for automations. To get that service, you do have to pay for it now. Now, the nice thing is that you can set a lot of those up in your phone, or even better, they do have a web browser, which is totally awesome and much easier to use in there. And there's a lot more settings in that web browser where you can actually customize a lot of the different features when it comes to customizing all the settings with each device. Now, like I mentioned at the beginning, that Abode does come with a built-in camera, which gets activated when there's motion, when the system is armed. Now, you can also see live footage by going into the app or HomeKit. Unfortunately, sometimes there was a lot of delay, not delay when the actual camera turned on, but actual delay to turn on the camera and to get it working. Hopefully in the near future they'll fix that. I would say 90% of the time it actually turned on, it was working fine, and then once you're in the camera, it works great. Just getting to the actual live footage was the issue. So hopefully in the near future they'll fix that. All in all, I really like this system. I love how it works with all three major players. I love all the accessories that you can get, and they can just continue adding more. I would like to see more of those accessories being exposed to the smart home assistants and platforms, and I do wish they would bring back the basic plan at no cost. I think that was when I learned that in reviewing this, that was the huge disappointment, at least for me. Fortunately, I'm in the legacy plan and I get to keep that free plan. I don't know for how long. Hopefully I'm grandfathered in, and if I'm not, I probably will go to the $100 plan because I really do like this. If you guys have any questions, let me know down below, and if you guys want to see the next video in my HomeKit series, check out that video right there. And if you're brand new here, I hope you consider subscribing for seeing more great smart home automation and product reviews right here on Modern Day Tech. See you next time.